Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First carry now for Nick Chubb.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out right. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. A nice throw there by Mayfield. A guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. But sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Peterson running right, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Signed in the offseason, Jadeveon Clowney. Everywhere he goes, people expect to see what we just saw. Him chasing quarterbacks and putting them on the deck. He's been around in this league a number of different places, but in each spot, the expectation is that he may get double-digit sacks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, deep ball for Goodwin. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One play action. Fields. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Peterson able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Peterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Adrian Peterson punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. Montgomery, a first down and then some. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That good for 19 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Greg Newsome, a first-round pick back in April, there to make the tackle.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Now he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. And they're
open man. He finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Final shot before the break. Fields.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
6 yards left on second down.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
8 yards to go on second down.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later. And put
that is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears.
Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They give it to Peterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the option right is Fields. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. I'll tell you, he got away with it there. Pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do, and these young quarterbacks, these rookies. I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go, I kind of have a running back mentality. And I'm like, yeah, but you're a quarterback. That's what they pay you for.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Now Fields. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
A shotgun snap. Fields
forced out to his left.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. 48 yards.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jeremiah Tauchu. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Running for it, Montgomery. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Malik McDowell there to make the tackle. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.